sports. It's in the game.
A riveting Champions League semi-final first leg in prospect, under the floodlights here at the Bernabeu in Madrid. It is Real Madrid versus Manchester United, the Merengues going for their 14th Champions League title. This is Derek Ray in the commentary box, joined by Lee Dixon. Lee, a lot to be excited about here.
Thanks, Derek. Yeah, two absolute giants of European football. Real Madrid v Manchester United. Got a ring about it, hasn't it? But also, don't care how experienced you are, these two sets of players, there'll be nerves. There's a final just around the corner.
And underway now in this Champions League semi-final first leg. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. If you like wingers, you'll love this, Lee.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to watch a winger play, especially with pace and power. The central striker will stay more or less in front of the goal. The support will be provided by the three central midfield.
And he's made headway. Does he have the beating of the goalkeeper? But he has just veered into an offside position this time. Well, it's on nights like these, Lee, covering Manchester United, when you think back to all the greats who've played for the club in Europe. Bobby Charlton, Dennis Law, George Best, Roy Keane, the list goes on.
Well, absolutely. I think there's certain brands around the world you could say literally in every corner of the world and people will know what you're talking about. And Manchester United is one of those.
And Hunter, what's he going to do? Read it superbly to take back possession. Hunter! A brisk start and a quick goal.
Well, the manager would have said, keep it tight at the back and see if we can nick an early goal, and they certainly have done.
So, underway again with Real Madrid in front. Given away by Ander Herrera. Real Madrid moving the ball with purpose. What can they do from this position? Not all that convincing defensively. Terrific block there. Joy for the Merengues. Real Madrid have scored.
Well, they pushed and pushed. They tested and tested and they got their reward.
So 2-0 now. It's Hunter. Space and time for the cross. Cutting in. And it's gone just narrowly widely.
Well, not his laces. It's the inside of his foot, Derek. It's a decent effort.
Now we've hit the latter stages of the competition. Real Madrid have been awarded the free kick. And with the goalkeeper. Under Herrera. m.y.a.Matic has it. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. And he's found a bit of daylight. Superb pass by Marco Asensio. Great save following the close-range effort.
Look how close he gets to the goalkeeper. It's a really, really good save in the end.
Given away by Manchester United. And the attempt by Marco Asensio. Oh, my goodness. What an outrageous hit. I can't believe he took it on from there. And neither can the goalkeeper. Well, it has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going. Modric. Toni Kroos. The tackle crisp and accurate. Matic under the cosh. And Isco. Given away by Pogba. And he takes on the shot. And a wild attempt from long range. Not one for his highlight reel.
Well, it's a poor choice. He's got other options on. Why is he shooting from that distance?
Marco Asensio. They've given it away. He hears the footsteps and feels the pressure. And a strong tackle. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Well, this isn't exactly new territory for Real Madrid. More semi-final appearances than any other team. And an incisive pass. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Nice and easy for the keeper. Given away by Manchester United. Alex Hunter gives it a go. And just a whisker away with that effort.
Well, he chose his instep. Good technique, just wide.
Under Herrera. Manchester United getting players forward and moving the ball around. And that is that, half-time here in the Spanish capital. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee?
Well, he's got a 1 by his name. It could have had a 3 or a 4. He's played so well. He's had chance after chance, got the 1 goal. Maybe he'll get 3 or 4 in the second half.
And underway now in this champion. Underway in the second half. And after such a lopsided first 45 minutes, is it possible to think they could turn this around? Isco. Luka Modric. No difficulties encountered by De Gea. Pogba has it. Given away by Manchester United. m.y.a.Matic has it. Pogba has it. Here's Luke Shaw. Given away by Manchester United. He's going forward well here. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Bale's through ball. Alex Hunter. And the danger cleared. There has been plenty of limbering up from substitutes. And now both sides will make personnel switches. Toni Kroos. And the goal scorer is Toni Kroos. Totally single-minded.
Well, here we see a better angle on it, and there's nothing the keeper can do. A significant deflection, and he's beaten.
Well, sadly, we have to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest, but all credit to any side committed to scoring goals like this. Well, it's a poor tackle. And Marco Asensio. It looked as though he almost forced the shot that time.
Well, it's okay shooting from there, but you have to test the keeper.
Shaw. m.y.a.Matic has it. Here's Luke Shaw. It's Manchester United on the move. Now, what can they do from here? Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Marcelo. Jesse Lingard. Manchester United getting higher and higher up the pitch. What can they produce from this position? They've given it away. Marco Asensio is in. Marco Asensio to feed it through. And he's gone and scored for Real Madrid.
Well, that's what Real Madrid do. They put you under pressure and you normally crumble.
There has been a gulf in quality tonight, but you've really got to give them credit for the fact that they haven't let up at all. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Marcelo. Sloppy in possession. Isco. Terrific reflex action.
Yeah, you've just got to come out and spread yourself and hope for the best.
Jesse Lingard. Given away. Through the middle for Vasquez. Well, it was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. And Hunter, what's he going to do? Effective challenge. Well, great read there to intercept. It's a weighted pass. Lukaku. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Isco has it. Alex Hunter. And a strong tackle. And that is that. The final whistle, and it's advantage Real Madrid after the first leg of this tie against Manchester United.
Yes, half-time. Remember that. The Manchester United players in that dressing room, remember it's only half-time. And Real Madrid need to remember that as well, because sometimes you can have one foot in the final and forget there's another leg to play.
So the second leg still to come. Can Real Madrid finish the job?
Mr. Hunter. Right, yeah, this way, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's it. Alex. Right, look. Yeah, that's it. Wonderful, that's right.
The great player never stops improving, no matter how much success he's already achieved. Open training.
And hello again from Derek Ray and Lee Dixon in the commentary box. It is the Champions League semi-final second leg here at Old Trafford. Manchester United hosting Real Madrid. Both teams hoping to make it to the Estadio Metropolitano in Madrid, the venue for the final on the 1st of June. But Real Madrid are in the driving seat, Lee.
Yeah, huge prize at the end of this tie, that's for sure. It's not ideal that United are behind, but build that into your game plan. Use that to your advantage. Put Real Madrid under pressure in the early part of the game. See if you can get that goal that gets you back in the tie. And then it's all up for grabs.
Kroos with the corner. This is the team Manchester United will go with. A 4-4-2, but with the emphasis on attack.
Yeah, very much so, Derek. The number 10 will supply the support for the strikers. Three very narrow midfield players will also get forward. A little bit worried about the full-backs exposed on that side. They need to be on their game when they don't have the ball.
And the starting players for Real Madrid. We're thinking 4-3-3.
Yeah, one central striker, Derek. The width comes from the wingers who will stay high and wide. A very narrow midfield and a conventional back four.
Lovely ball from Hunter. Gareth Bale. Hunter! And the keeper making sure that there were no straps to feed on for the attackers. Untidy, Matic. Well, you could argue about where Paul Pogba's best position might be, but there's no doubting his talent. What do you expect to see from Pogba on the stage tonight?
Well, his best position is on the ball. He wants it all the time, and then he can run the game. If he doesn't get it, sometimes he can go missing.
Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. He has plenty of support. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Lukaku waiting. It could be up for grabs. And now this is Lingard. An authoritative challenge. He's in with a chance. The shot wasn't really far enough away from the goalkeeper, was it?
No, but he picked up the flight nice and early.
The ball with Luka Modric. Gareth Bale. And Kroos. The object of the exercise is to keep them out. Herrera almost showing a sixth sense. Rashford unable to hold it. Great ball from Isco. Alex Hunter, can he keep his composure? So the aggregate score now, 6-1 here. And a goal it is, the opener in this game.
Well, keep it tight, that's what both managers would have been saying. But now the opening goal's gone in. Tactics have got to change.
Manchester United getting players forward and moving the ball